Greg Ruff, and this GMAC interview is with Danny Levy, the men's soccer coach here at Trevecca Nazarene University. And Coach, I'm just blanked. How many years have you been coaching now? This is
going into the 8th season.
8th year.
Yeah,
wow.
8th
and
year.
you still look like you're 12.
Yep. Job makes me younger.
You have a pretty nice roster. You had some injuries last year that really, and the guy that we talked to just a little bit, Nick Reinhardt, was one of those key players that got hurt and really caused you to adjust a lot. But you've got a pretty good roster coming in for this year, don't you?
We do, yeah. This is probably, I would say, top to bottom, this is probably the best group I've had the opportunity to work with here. So yeah, we're excited. And
you've got some seniors, and in particular, a guy we wanted to talk to, Jeremiah Wright, and we'll talk to him more this year. But just talk about your senior class this year.
This is a strong group. I mean, this is definitely a core of the team right now. So a lot of leadership, a lot of guys that have completely bought into what we're doing here, have bought into the university and everything. So yeah, they're going to give us a lot of good leadership, but then they also have a lot of ability on the field as well.
One of the things that I think is neat, as Nick talked about, strengthening his Christian walk last year.
Yeah.
And he wanted to talk about that. That's important.
Yeah,
it's important here and a lot of schools, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was really neat to, especially having him come from another country and then come into, just come into this culture, the culture of the university, everything, and completely embrace it. And take that next step with his relationship with God was really exciting to witness.
The conference is growing. We're adding a team this year and more so. But just talk about the strength of this conference. There's not an easy night off for you guys.
No, it's difficult to win in our conference. I mean, Cedarville has been doing a really good job of staying consistently at the top, and that's not easy to do. I mean, they full credit to them. They've done a fantastic job staying up there at the top the whole time. But that's going to be more and more difficult as the conference grows. There's the competition is going to get stronger and deeper into the conference. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm glad to be a part of it.
What most excites you about this season?
I would say the group of guys that I get to work with this year, just them as people, just their character, how much they've bought into the program and everything. Like as a coach, that's really exciting.
You also have a pretty good coaching staff and maybe the best named GA in the history of graduate assistants.
Yeah. Snoopy he's a great addition.
It's his real name.
Yeah, Snoopy Davidson. So fantastic addition. Played at University of South Carolina, played at Covenant College, and currently plays for Chattanooga FC, which is one of the best programs in the country. So it brings a lot of great experience, really good Christian character. He'll be really good for the boys to be around.
All right. Danny Levy, the men's soccer coach here at Trevecca. Greg Ruff along with you. Great Midwest Athletic Conference men's soccer interview with Nick Reinhardt. He is a Trevecca sophomore and is returning after a terrific freshman year. He's from Germany, and we were just talking a little bit. You came to America last year for the first time. Really, you said you'd been to France, but that was really it, going outside of Germany. Just talk about that journey of coming over here, playing, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. I didn't know what to expect, and I was really nervous, but the team is just amazing in the university, and they made it so easy for me.
Talk about your first game, your first goal, just some of those things that happened last year. You're smiling because it was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, my first game, I'll never forget it, and my first goal, it was incredible. The atmosphere, just being on the field with the teammates, it was just so great, and I just felt like there's going to happen something really big.
All right. So you guys are preparing for next year, but you shared something with me, and that was that you became a Christian last year. Just talk about that.
Yes. Yeah, I knew Jesus before I came here, but I didn't have a really close relationship with him. And just being around the team and around all the people here at Trevecca and all my friends, they just introduced me to him, and so I came closer, and I got saved at FCA here, a program at the university, and it just changed my life, and it just makes everything better. I just want to play for him and live for him.
You guys, you said you went home a couple of times. We see in the news, like we're here and we see in the news there's turmoil or terrorist attacks and stuff like that. You're so far away, and we had the terror attack in France last year, and Gambo was over here. Just talk about how that relates to you, maybe how Trevecca has helped you with that when things like that are going on over there.
Yeah, so I'm always worried, especially because France is so close to Germany. and you never know if you're safe. But it could be the same way here, like wherever you go. And I just want to try to trust in a lot, and I know that whenever something's going to happen, I have a lot of people to support me, and I'm just praying that everything will be fine over there and here.
But it does weigh on all of our minds at times now, more so than probably ever. Talk about going into your sophomore year now. What did you do to prepare since last year, and what did you work on, or what do you want to accomplish this year?
Accomplishment this year, I want to definitely focus on winning the conference with the team. I think that's it. Like, with this team, we have to win the conference, and I prepared in a way where I really try to prepare mentally. I try to focus on the field more, to not get injured, try to know where my legs are right now. And I really just want to focus on the field and try to keep the concentration high for 90 minutes and just to give everything.
Nick Reinhardt, sophomore for Trevecca.